So apparently the Bears are the best drafting team in the NFL. Really though? I had to take a double take at that too. This image shows which teams have the highest percentage of first and second round draft picks that are starters on the original team that they were drafted by. Sounds like a good thing, right? Well, the data would tell us otherwise. I mean, take a look at this chart. The Bears are number one at 91%, but they've been in a constant rebuild for over a decade. Trust me, I would know. Meanwhile, the team that just went to the NFC Championship is dead last, the Commanders, at 36%. And yet, teams like the Packers, Vikings, and Rams, they're bottom 10, but they all went to the playoffs this year. So what the hell is really going on here? Teams like the Bears have a high percentage because their roster's just not good. In other words, they need their rookies to start immediately. And on the flip side, you have teams like the Rams, Packers, and 49ers that are constantly churning their roster, whether that be through free agency, trades, and also hitting on late round picks. And then there's the Eagles at 90%, which is second on this list, and that actually tracks. It is well known throughout the NFL that the Eagles GM Howie Roseman has been hitting on early picks in the last couple years. Hitting on picks like Cooper DeJean, Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, and Devontae Smith, and the list goes on. And all four of those players played an important part on the Eagles winning the Super Bowl this year. But at the end of the day, none of this data really correlates with teams winning games. Now look, this data is a fun graphic, but it has its flaws. First off, this is only looking at the first 2 rounds in the past 5 years. So what would make this more useful? I think you'd get a better understanding if instead of looking through the first and second round, we went from first to third. And instead of looking at the past 5 years, we looked at the past 10 years and saw how many of those starters lasted for 2 or 3 seasons. That would really give us a better understanding of how good your team's GM really is. So which team stands out most to you? Does that team have the next Howie Roseman, or is that GM bound to get fired in the next couple years? So let me know in the comments, and if you think your team has the best upcoming GM, then make sure you bookmark this. I'm out. Peace.